Stop! 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 There's been an accident and take run! My wife's been hit!
That's a strange reaction. It's almost like he's less concerned about her and more about his own alibi. G'day guys, Holy Critics signing in. Ever seen a true crime story where the wedding vows are just part of the con? Unholy Matrimony delivers exactly that. Michael O'Keefe plays a charming fraud with deadly intentions while Patrick Duffy steps in as the dogged detective who won't let him get away with it. This one's got fake credentials, suspicious accidents, and a marriage built on lies. So, get ready to piece it all together and I'll catch you again at the end.
Ladies, it's a wonderful day to ride with the top down. Let that sun just heat up your bodies.
Right, oh, stick it, Sam. When's it gonna be, Sam?
Soon.
I don't like it. I'll get out.
Too late.
Relax, hon.
Why do I always listen to you, Sam?
Money talks, you listen.
Oh, great, Sam. Give me a break, okay? I don't like it.
Hey, you're getting paid. Enough already. All okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. Look after the young ladies, if you will, please.
I am so sorry about this. Let me give you my card.
Kindly put the name and telephone number of your insurance company on it. Play it straight, Seder. People are watching.
Do you have a pen I could borrow?
Come on, honey, get to it.
If you could just relax a little.
Relax.
Just
I paid for a local.
Don't.
Now, do you think that I want to be stolen any longer? I paid 40 bucks. How you think I paid for it? Oh!
Be quiet. What's going on in here?
This little tease won't deliver. Look at that. Look what she done.
Oh, come on, honey. We'll take care of that and your other problem, too. Here's a nice little redhead for you. I'll settle with you later.
Fits the specifications.
Here we go. I don't mean to intrude. I overheard everything. I'm Dr. Sater. I'm a psychologist. I'm looking for a troubled patient of mine. He often comes here. You seem very distressed.
I feel so dumb. When I took this job, I didn't know. I didn't realize that I would be expected. Maybe I knew. Lied to myself.
Well, we all do that. What's your name?
Patricia Jaworski. I couldn't find a job. I mean, I looked 6, 7 weeks. I couldn't find anything.
Why don't we just get you out of here first?
The manager, she said that...
Oh, no. Don't worry about that. You let me take care of that lady. Come on. Come on, it's okay.
I don't know. I counted on people being kind, like my folks. You know, I mean,
So
I
you
found...
blame your parents.
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
It's cliche, right? Probably get so bored of hearing that.
No. See, look, parents, they either care too much or they don't care enough.
No, they never let me see myself. I mean, they were always telling me how special I was, how smart, how beautiful. I'm not smart. And I'm not special.
I don't think you're special. I know you're beautiful, Patricia.
Everybody calls me Trish.
Well, for me, you'll always be Patricia.
Well, what should I call you?
Well, I am Cassius William Sater.
Cassius.
He's one of the cruel conspirators that murdered Caesar. My friends, they just call me Bill.
Bill. Yeah, that suits you. Well, thanks for being there.
Sure. When will I see you again?
I know I need therapy, doctor, but I can't afford it.
I'm not thinking of you as a patient. I'm free tomorrow afternoon.
So am I.
Then I'll pick you up at 2.
Okay. Good night.
That's good. Okay, here we go. Preserved forever on this film. I love the sound of your laugh.
You know, that's the first time you've used that word.
Love? I avoid it. Most people toss it around like a frisbee. I hope I let you know how I feel about you without relying on that cliche.
You have.
Karen, help! I need a towel. What's business, darling?
I don't want to know anything. I fixed us some breakfast.
Merry Christmas, little girl.
Mine?
Ours.
Oh. What's his name?
You decide.
Oh. Nick.
As in jolly old saint. I can't wait till we're married.
What did you say?
You heard me, married. You think I gave you the dog because you're cute?
Yeah.
I'm rushing you. I'm going to be more patient. I am. Now will you marry me?
Love him.
Nick.
Come here.
Patricia Jaworski and Cassius William Sater. And you're the officiating clergyman?
That is correct, ma'am. Reverend Samuel Corey, minister of the Calvary Grace Christian Church.
You have never been married, Miss Jaworski?
That's right.
And Mr. Sater, you're a widower?
He is.
Okay, if you raise your right hands. Do you solemnly swear that the statements made by you in this application are true, so help you God?
I do.
You. He's fine. Everything is really nice. I know, I wish you could have been there too. Aunt Doris, believe me, I've never been happier. Look, I gotta go, okay? I love you, bye-bye.
Everything okay?
Yeah. My aunt would love to meet you.
And I would love to meet her sometime. But not on our honeymoon. Ooh, we are going to have 2 fun-filled weeks. The Grand Canyon, the Painted Desert. Mm-mm.
Oh, I told her about the beautiful new car you got me.
A toast. The doctor and Mrs. Sater. Happiness and long life.
Come on, Nick. Come here, Nicky. Come here. Now I feel this is the official beginning of our honeymoon. Something wrong?
No.
It's so quiet. I mean, since we left Texas, you've hardly said a word.
Yeah, I'm a listener. That's my profession.
I felt you were angry.
Yeah, I am. But the car, it's brand new. Already has given us big trouble.
I really didn't notice anything wrong with the car.
That's because you know nothing about cars. Less than nothing. That transmission is going to go out on us. And we're going to be stuck out in the middle of nowhere. I'm taking it back to a dealer.
Okay. I can unpack later.
You will stay here.
No, I won't. Look, places like this get to me, you know? Okay? No, I've spent too much time leaving alone. I want to go with you.
You're going to get in the way.
Well, that's one of the hazards of being married. We get in each other's way. You know, what's happening with the car doesn't bother me nearly as much as what's happening with you.
Bill!
I'll get that there for you, ma'am.
Wait a minute. No, wait a minute. You don't want to do this. I am so sorry I upset you. I really am. Driver, the lady has changed her mind. I want you to take this for all your troubles. Change your mind, haven't you, darling? I got the bag. Well, come on, baby. Come on. Come on, it's okay. Come on, Nick. Come on. Forgive me? Yeah. I've lived too long by myself. I need you in my life. I need you to get in my way. I need you. You need me? Yeah?
I'm sorry for acting so childish earlier. I want to stop being a kid.
I am not holding a kid. How much bread did you bring?
That's the last of it. I hate to leave these guys.
Maybe they'll fly south with us for the winter.
You gave it your best shot. It's over.
10 feet. She was 10 feet away from him when Hardin raped and strangled her friend, and now she can't even pick him out of the lineup. Why?
She was scared, bought off. Does it matter which?
Yes, it matters. Because you know damn well he's going to go out on the street and do it again.
Well, now that he knows you're on his case, maybe he'll do it in another town. Just kidding.
John, the lieutenant wants to see you.
Yeah, get back to me. Well, I hear you lost your temper.
Now, wait a minute. I know Hardin's guilty. You know he's guilty. The whole squad knows he's guilty. And he flips me off and he walks out of there, probably on his way to rape and strangle some other girl, and we all just sit here.
You feel that much pain, it makes you want to get out of the race, doesn't it?
It just seems like all I do lately is put the garbage back on the street.
I'm going to give you a breather. An easy one.
It's hit and run. Looks like traffic covered it.
Thoroughly. I'm convinced it's hit and run, but I want you to convince that nice lady sitting by the door. She's the victim's aunt.
My niece has been murdered. Doesn't anybody care?
Her name's Doris Perlman. I want you to talk to her, John. Show her that we care, and we did our best. Be sympathetic, be understanding, and then get her to go back to New Jersey. That's all.
She's a very pretty girl.
Was. From the day she was born.
So you say they were honeymooning, right?
She only knew the satyr a few weeks before she married him. I begged her to wait, but she was so sure he was the right man. Consulting psychologist, plenty of money, wanting to give her everything. She was swept away, intoxicated by this man.
Well, it was an awful, tragic accident.
It was murder.
Mrs.
If
Perlman,
it was an accident, why did the satyr lie about it?
What proof do you have that he did?
He told the police that he and Trish drove to that place in her new car, the blue Monte Carlo he bought her. He said they were racing back to the car when she was hit. But Trish called me that night, just a few hours before she was killed.
I feel wonderful. Maybe a little tired. My new car's been in the shop for repairs. We've had to walk everywhere. Bill said it was something with the transmission. Do you hear me already? Bill says this, Bill says that. Just like Mama and Papa used to. I know. Bill and I'll make it up to you. Listen, maybe it'll help you to understand better about the small wedding if I tell you. Bill's been married before. No, Aunt Doris, I knew, long before we took out the license. He was very young, and his wife and little boy were killed in a crosswalk. Hit and run. They never caught the man.
His first wife died the same way?
That's what Trish told me.
I see.
I talked to Sater at the funeral. He said he couldn't describe the hit-and-run car or the driver. This was in the Phoenix newspaper. Read the underlined part.
Dr. Sater described the driver as a young male with a dark complexion and light-colored eyes.
Sater is a liar.
Why would he lie?
Insurance. Tish told me he insisted on taking out policies the day after the wedding. Look, Detective, I wanted to like this man because Trish did. He's a cold fish. He didn't fly back with her body. Just barely made it to the funeral. I know he killed her. Don't look away. I didn't fly 2,000 miles to be dismissed by you or to let Trish die without retribution. Are you going to let him get away with it?
Mrs. Perlman, it isn't up to me, personally.
Do you have children?
I have a boy and a girl.
Then you know.
My little girl is barely a year old.
She'll grow up quick enough.
All right. I'll look into this and I'll see what I can find, okay? Hi, buddy.
Hey.
I missed you. Whoa. Hey, son, where's Mommy?
The bedroom.
Bedroom? Thanks, buddy. What's the matter?
She's got a call.
Not again.
I made some meatloaf. I left it in the fridge.
You want to bring her out and sit with me, huh?
I think we better stay here. Bad day?
You know that guy Harden? The rapist I told you about? Well, we turned him loose today. And I almost blew it. If it hadn't been for Follett, I would have.
Listen to that poor little kid.
I've been thinking. Maybe I should stop doing this and get another job.
You've been discouraged before.
I never felt this worn out before.
I'll go. No sense both of us losing sleep.
Oh, I heard on the radio that waiting for Officer Dillman. I knew what was going on. I got there, there must have been a dozen black and whites, ambulances, more confusion you can imagine. Who's officer in charge? Well, what's going on?
Another girl raped and strangled. We picked up Hardin, but we probably can't hold him.
Well, I handled the scene itself. Spent just about all my time with the girl. Sergeant Russell questioned the husband. Dr. Sater pointed out a brand new Cutlass as his car. No plates.
Did you talk to Dr. Sater about the car later?
Well, the woman died shortly after 11 a.m. We went to the motel that afternoon to question Sater, but he'd already checked out. Went to Texas.
Have you talked to him after the funeral at all?
We called that Texas number he left. Answering service. He never returned my call. You look more confused than when you got here.
Well, you told me that Dr. Sater showed the officer in charge of the scene a Cutlass. The girl's aunt says the car they brought to Phoenix was a Monte Carlo.
Sater's number's in my report. You give him a call.
Here's the doctor's registration.
Now, do you remember Dr. Sater?
Sure I remember. We were all so upset. A thing like that happening on your honeymoon.
So he took it hard?
Well, he wasn't the kind to show his feelings. You know, one thing did bother me. That morning his wife was in the hospital. He was in the lobby with his friend, you know, waiting to hear.
Excuse me, with a friend?
Oh, huge man. Must have weighed 350 pounds. I remember when they found out Mrs. Sater had died. I could see them, but they thought nobody was looking. It was weird. They hugged and smiled. It was like a celebration.
This friend, this huge man, was he registered here?
No.
Did you see him with the doctor again?
Mm-hmm, that afternoon. The two of them loaded the doctor's luggage into a car.
Into the doctor's car?
No. He asked if he could leave his car in our parking lot and pick it up later. This was a white over maroon car.
Okay, there is one thing I don't understand. They registered as Dr. Cassius W. Sater and wife, but they paid the bill with a card issued to Dr. Charles Stockwell.
Oh, he said Dr. Stockwell was a good friend. This was a kind of a wedding gift.
Dr. Charles Stockwell. San Antonio, please.
Hello?
Yes, Dr. Charles Stockwell, please.
Dr. Stockwell isn't in right now. This is Mrs. Stockwell. May I take a message?
Mrs. Stockwell, this is Detective John Dillmann, Phoenix Police Department Homicide Unit. Could you give me your husband's work number, please?
Well, he's out of town for a few days.
Could you ask him to call me when you speak to him? It's at area code 602-555-8813. It's about a friend of his. It's very important.
This Dillman, he's called again. He's left me over a dozen messages. Now he's made this connection. He's a homicide detective. Her aunt's behind this.
I'm gonna put the boys to bed.
Grief-stricken woman. You must be compassionate.
Why put a homicide detective on this case unless they don't believe it was a hit and...
Bell. Relax. Apply a little of your own psychology.
Oh, fine, yeah. Yeah, you can make jokes. It's me that he's calling!
Did I sound unfeeling? I'm sorry. Let me assure you, Bill, I am concerned for you. Deeply. How could I not be? We're very close, you and me. Closer than I've ever been with anyone. Only two people know what happened on that road. You and me. It bonds us, Bill. Closer than brothers. Hold true to that bond. We can forget this Dilman. All the other curious people.
Lieutenant, I talked to the representative from the insurance company myself. Now, Sater took out a policy for $300,000 on his wife 3 days after they were married. And he made a claim on that policy the day after she was killed. Now, the insurance company hasn't done anything about it yet, but they're going to have to pay off by the end of the week unless we have this case reclassified.
I think you're sharing an awful lot of Mrs. Perlman's loss with her. And I think you're doing both of you a disservice if you continue this.
Now, I'll tell you one thing I do know. This is not a simple hit and run. There are just too many pieces that don't fit. For instance, why did Sater lie to his wife about the car being in the shop for repairs, huh? And if he's so clean, why is he being uncooperative and very evasive?
John, is it a crime not to tell your wife you got the car to the repair shop?
No.
Is it a crime to buy $300,000 worth of life insurance?
No, it's not.
Do you have any witnesses that would indicate this is other than a hit and run?
No, I don't.
Do you have any actual physical evidence on Sater?
No, not yet. But listen, I took very seriously the advice you gave me.
Oh, you're doing this on my advice. You wouldn't be trying to avoid the pileup of rapes and homicides on your desk.
I haven't sloughed off any of my assignments. You can check it out. But I want the Jaworski case reclassified.
Well, only the medical examiner can do that.
I asked him. If he does reclassify it, I have to go to Texas.
On your own time.
My own money?
You got it.
What a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she was.
You know how long you're going to be away?
Shouldn't be more than a couple of days. I'll call you and the kids every day. You can call me at San Antonio Police Headquarters if you need me.
I'll miss you.
After everything I put you through? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Wait a second. Now, wait. I'm real tired of the runaround you've been giving me. How many messages have I left for Dr. Sater? 15, 20? And every time you tell me he's going to call me back. Well, he's not returning my calls. I have a brand new message for him, okay? You tell Dr. Sater that Detective Dillman is here in San Antonio. That's right. And you tell him to call me at police headquarters right here in San Antonio. Thank you. I appreciate you helping me, Tolliver.
Well, when a badge works on his own time, lays out his own money for travel, I've got to be impressed. Hi. Call from upstairs.
Thank you. Cassius William Sater, Patricia Jaworski. Listed as a widower. His address is Ardmore, Oklahoma. His answering service number is right here in San Antonio.
Sam Corey.
The Reverend who married him.
I'll take you to his parish. So the Reverend Sam Corey owns this joint and 8 or 10 others just like it. All fronts for prostitution.
And he's a minister, huh?
The mail order variety. Dilman, there's your man, the Reverend Sam Corey.
On the morning that Trish died, there was a man, a huge man with Sater in Phoenix.
I believe that I have seen the great homicide detective who has so often reached out for you.
He's here. He's left a message. He's in San Antonio.
Nah, he was checking out one of my parlors.
It's not it. He knows about us.
I married you and Trish. I went to the funeral. A routine investigation. There's no reason for you to be afraid of him. Of anybody. Except yourself, Bill. And of course, me. Deny and delay. Good afternoon.
I beg you.
Yeah, I know. Listen, don't walk out on me.
I'll to take the boys back to the adoption agency, get in the car, and go home.
No, don't give up on me. Now, you're right. I shouldn't have listened to Corey, and I'm going to break with him. I promise. After this.
Call Aunt Doris.
I just got a radio call. Sater's been arrested.
Arrested where? On what charge?
Right here in San Antonio. Passing bad checks.
He's passing bouncy paper while he's waiting for $300,000 in insurance? He's got to be broke.
They're holding him.
Let's get over there. This could be the break. Come on. How can anybody make bail that fast?
Well, it helps to have Sam Corey as a friend.
All right. All right, I've lost Sater for now. Get Corey in here. Sorry. Could you get him in here? Thanks.
How may I be of help to you, sir?
Well, first, how long have you known Dr. Sater?
About a year and a half. His car struck a car I was driving, and in one of life's paradoxes, we became friends. He's done some work for me in my business.
What kind of work?
He's a consultant psychologist. He developed pre-employment tests for my potential workers.
Psychological tests for massage girls?
That is correct.
All right. Did you know Dr. Sater's wife, Patricia?
I met her in December, shortly before they were married.
You performed the ceremony, I believe.
I had that pleasure. She was so radiantly happy. Wouldn't hear of any delay.
When did you see Mrs. Sater alive last?
I had dinner with them 2 or 3 days before they left on their honeymoon.
And that was your only contact with the Saters after the wedding?
It was.
When did you first learn of Mrs. Sater's accident?
On the morning of January 16th. Patricia just died.
Dr. Sater phoned you?
He asked me to meet him at the San Antonio airport. Stay with me till we flew back to Trenton for Trish's funeral.
Have you seen the doctor recently?
I bailed him out of jail just a few hours ago.
Yes, of course. So you could give me his current address.
I don't know the street address, but it's in San Antonio.
Reverend, when was the last time you were in Phoenix?
Several months ago. On business.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind signing a statement to the effect of what you just told me, would you?
No. Whatever you need. I'm always happy to cooperate. Is that all, sir?
Yeah, that's just fine. Thank you. When was the last time you were in Phoenix? Several months ago. On business.
Mrs. Stockwell, I'm Sergeant Tolliver, San Antonio Police. Is your husband in?
My husband isn't home.
Well, could you tell us where we could find him?
He's out of town.
Can you give us a number, Mrs. Stockwell, where we could reach him?
No, I can't. What's this all about?
Look, if you... ma'am, we'd appreciate your cooperation.
Why is it so important for you to speak with my husband?
We just have a couple of questions we'd like to ask him about a Dr. Cassius Sater. Do you know Dr. Sater?
Of course, he's a business associate of my husband's.
Is that Dr. Sater?
Yes?
Did you also know Dr. Sater's wife, Patricia?
No.
Were you aware that she was fatally injured in an automobile accident?
No, I wasn't. And I really don't see what any of this has to do with me or Charles.
Well, Dr. Sater used one of your husband's credit cards while he was in Phoenix, and just like to know if it was with his permission or not.
I'm sure that it was.
Mrs. Stockwell, do you have a picture of your husband that I could see?
No. No, sir, I'm not showing you any pictures of Charles or anyone else. And I'm not going to answer any more of your questions. Now, I'm sure you don't have any right to force yourselves in here, so I'm going to have to ask you to leave now.
Mrs. Stockwell, your
I'll
husband...
have my husband call you when he gets in.
Fine. Wait a second. What? Excuse me. I don't mean to bother you. I was wondering if you could identify this person for me.
Well, of course. That's Dr. Stockwell. Lives right next door.
You sure?
Lovely family.
Thank Thank you very much.
That's a terrible picture of Charles.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's the other man. Really need a wide-angle lens to catch him. I thought he was probably Dr. Sater's attorney. Well, I mean, he told the doctor exactly what to say.
Ask him about the hit-and-run clause in the policy.
Is a hit-and-run clause fully comprehensive?
Oh, I believe it's the best.
Some of these policies have built-in loopholes. Tell him about your friend in Africa.
This man I know, he and his wife, they were on a safari, and she was killed by a vehicle, but the accident didn't take place on a public thoroughfare, and they wouldn't pay off.
No, I think you'll find our hit-and-run clauses quite clear and detailed.
How much for $300,000?
Just what does the big man do, if you don't mind my asking? Physical therapy and religious work.
And I don't know nothing about it. I don't know why you do it. I don't know why you have to.
Tolliver. Cassius William Sater married Karen Jane Kellum years ago in this county. No record of a divorce. So, Stockwell is Sater, and Sater is a bigamist.
Hey, Tolliver, line 6.
Yeah, Tolliver here.
Is Detective Dillman there?
Sure, he's right here.
This is Dilman.
I understand you've come a long way to speak with me. This is Dr. William Sater.
That's right, Dr. Sater, I have.
Have you found the man who did it yet?
No, not yet. Look, Doctor, you left Phoenix rather suddenly, and I understand you're under a great deal of pressure, but as a result, it left a lot of details unclarified.
I'll meet with you.
Oh, good. The address here at the headquarters is...
No, I have a business meeting this evening. I can meet you there. The address is 42180 Blanco Road. We'll be there at 8:30 p.m.
42180 Blanco? I'll be there. What?
Good times, John. That's the address of one of the Reverend's massage parlors.
Come on in, baby. Look what I found, Angel. I am looking. My, oh my. Won't all the girls be just fighting to unkink those muscles?
Detective Dillman? Have a seat, Detective.
Thank you. Dr. Sater, some of your background information...
Can I tell you something? This is all too formal for me. Why don't we take off our clothes? We'll get in the sauna, we can relax, the girls can give us a massage, call it a freebie. We can talk while they work.
No, thank you. I'd just soon stay right here. I have to take notes.
Tape notes? You're taping notes?
Take notes. I'm not taping anything.
No, why would you want to tape notes? I don't understand. Look, I'd feel a lot more comfortable if you were undressed. I'd know you weren't taping me, and then...
Dr. Sater, I could have insisted that you come down to the San Antonio Police Department to answer these questions, but I didn't. I compromised and agreed to meet you in a place of your choice. So you can answer the questions here and now, or you can answer them in Phoenix in front of a grand jury. It's completely up to you.
You're very persuasive. You got 5 minutes.
Thank you. I understand that you're a psychologist.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you educated?
University of Sao Sebastião, Rio de Janeiro, Munich University, West Germany, and I received a PhD from the University of Mexico in Mexico City.
Now, I studied the accident report carefully, and to be honest, there are a couple of confusing things about it. For instance, you said that your car broke down in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. Transmission. Took it to the dealer.
When did you get it out of the shop?
Earlier in the evening, before Patricia was, we picked up the car and we'd stopped for pizza. Patricia wanted to go for a ride, so later that night we did. There was a family of ducks on a pond nearby. Patricia loved animals, and she wanted to feed the ducks. She was in a very playful mood, you know, very happy. And she said, I'll race you back to the car. And before I could do or say anything, she was out in the street. The car loomed out of the dark. He tried to swerve.
And what make of car were you driving?
Patricia's new Monte Carlo, of course.
Well, you see, that's why it's so confusing. You told the officer at the scene of the accident that your car was a Cutlass.
No. The only car at the scene of that accident was Patricia's new Monte Carlo. Now, I don't know who you got working for you, but they made a big mistake. Don't they know one car from another down there?
I understand this is not the first time a wife of yours has been killed by a hit and run.
Who told you that?
Patricia's aunt.
Is that what all this is about? You're concerned because you think all this has happened before. Why didn't you just say so? Now, I don't know how to tell you this, detective. I'm ashamed of it, but I lied about that.
You made up that story?
Until people get to know me, I can come off a little cold. I wanted Patricia to love me, and getting her to feel sympathy for me was one way. Now, I know it sounds silly, but I lied. There was no other hit and run, and both of my ex-wives are alive and thriving.
All right. The hotel bill in Phoenix was paid with a credit card that was issued to Dr. Charles Stockwell. Who's he?
Dr. Stockwell is a business associate of mine. Now, look, I have spent way too much time with you as it is. I am going to have to break the speed limit to make my plane. I hope you don't tell your little police friends on me. You call my two ex-wives, and you will find out that there was no other hit and run, and we can forget all about this.
I think we'll be seeing each other again.
Lighten up, have some fun. Life is short.
Hello?
Mrs. Dilman,
Yes?
you have 2 children.
Who is this?
I understand your children have been sick, but they're going to get much sicker.
Who is this?
He's gonna kill our kids?
He didn't say that.
Well, tell me what he said. Now tell me exactly.
He said, I understand your children have been sick, but they're going to get much sicker.
I'm pretty sure I know who made the call. Paid me a little visit here in my room, too. Now I'm gonna tell you exactly what I want you to do. As soon as I hang up, I want you to call your father. And you have him come by right away and pick up you and the kids, all right? And I want you to stay with him until I get home. Di, honey, I want to be there with you, okay? I want to be there taking care of you and the kids. Why did I get us into this?
Go ahead, John. Everyone's here.
Thanks, Father. All right, they trashed my room and they threatened Diane and the kids. Now, I'm sure that Corey set up that meeting I had with Sater to pull me away from the motel just so he could steal that signed statement I got from him.
Did he get it?
No, it's in a safe here at police headquarters. I'm going after an arrest warrant on Sater for bigamy. And I want him to impound the Monte Carlo. That's the murder weapon.
All right, Dilman, you flew off to Texas on your own time and your own money, and this investigation you're pursuing is unauthorized and unofficial.
So why the hell am I wasting your time, Kearns? If you don't understand what I've got...
You want to shut up and listen to me? It's now authorized and official.
Yeah?
We're paying. We'll reimburse you for what you've spent. Your wife and kids will be on 24-hour surveillance till you get back.
Thanks.
You're now operating under our time and money. Don't waste any of it, Dilman.
Let's have a look.
Hey, what about this right here, like that?
Too fresh. Probably done today in the chase.
All right, you guys, I'm counting on this.
Let's get to it.
Find anything?
No, not yet.
Sater made bail.
Corey, right?
Big as life.
Sir? What is it?
Piece of fiber. From a coat, maybe a dress.
I've got Trish's clothes in the evidence section back in Phoenix. If I can make a matchup with this.
You won't be going home empty-handed, John.
Hanging by a thread. Frank, it's been 2 months. 2 months and nothing's happened.
Because we don't have the evidence we need for an indictment.
Evidence? My God, we got a ton of evidence.
No physical evidence and no eyewitness.
Sater and Corey set up that girl to be murdered. The motive is $300,000 in life insurance. Sater's a con man. He leads 2 completely different lives. In one life, he's Dr. Charles Stockwell living with his wife, Karen, 2 little boys they're trying to adopt. In his other life, he's a swinging playboy, Dr. Sater, except he's no doctor. He never attended one of those schools he told me he did. He's an auto mechanic. And then we have the wonderful Reverend Sam Corey, a mail-order minister who's the massage parlor king of Texas. Come on.
I can't convict Sater of murder because he's a con man and a bigamist. I can't convict Corey of murder because he's a slimy hypocrite who runs bordellos. And where's your murder weapon? You impound Sater's car, you get a piece of fabric that matches nothing Patricia had on. I'm telling you, John, without some physical evidence or an eyewitness, you're beating a dead horse. Do I think they murdered the girl? Of course I do. But I don't think we'll ever be able to convict them of it. You're probably just going to have to find a way to live with that.
Closing the Sater file?
What does it look like I'm doing?
Well, that's too bad. Answer's probably right there, and you just can't see it.
I handled the scene itself. Spent just about all my time with the girl. Sergeant Russell questioned the husband. Dr. Sater pointed out a brand new Cutlass as his car. No plates.
Did you talk to Dr. Sater about the car later?
Well, the woman died shortly after 11 a.m. We went to the motel that afternoon to question Sater. He'd already checked out. Went to Texas.
He told the police, told me when he came back for her funeral, that he and Trish drove to that place in her new car, the blue Monte Carlo he bought her. He said they were racing back to the car when she was hit.
And what make of car were you driving?
Patricia's new Monte Carlo, of course.
Well, you see, that's why it's so confusing. You told the officer at the scene of the accident that your car was a Cutlass.
No. No! The only car at the scene of that accident was Patricia's new Monte Carlo. Now, I don't know who you got working for you, but they made a big mistake.
His friend, this huge man, was he registered here?
No.
Did you see him with the doctor here?
Mm-hmm, that afternoon. The two of them loaded the doctor's luggage into a car.
Into the doctor's car?
No. He asked if he could leave his car in our parking lot and pick it up later. This was a white over maroon car.
A white over maroon car. Not a blue one. Corey was driving the white over maroon car. I had to call every car rental place in town to find it. This is the murder weapon.
Lift up on that.
Just slide over and left.
Chris.
Try it. Try it. 5 minutes.
Down. Wish I knew what the hell we were looking for.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go home to Mama.
All right, wrap it up, guys.
What are you doing? You can't send these guys home now.
Look, this is a rental car. It has been to Utah, California, and Canada and back. It has been out in all kinds of weather. I just don't think we're going to find anything. And we are all exhausted.
You don't understand. This is my last chance. Sater rented this car. It's got to be the murder weapon.
If it isn't there, it isn't there, and I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Get back together. I'll show you when you're done with this. John, shut now. Hold on. Hold on now. Come on. All right. I don't know how you do it. Take all of this stuff out of here and we'll take the damn engine apart.
Okay, you want to work all night? We'll work all night. Go on, boys. Get cracking.
Hey, John. Come on. Come now. Come on.
Why don't you drop the call? Go ahead, take it apart.
Put the trunk area on Form B. Check all the sheeting.
Go over the front end again.
John?
What you got?
Take a look.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, okay. Where's the photographer? Come here.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, over here. Right up underneath. Okay.
Tweezers?
See it?
There we go.
The FBI lab in Washington?
They'll want hair samples from the victim's head.
That means they'll have to exhume Trish's body.
It's not easy to get an exhumation order.
I can get it. I'll get it.
Oh.
Well, rather than try to explain, I'll let you see for yourself. Now, these are the two hairs you sent us from the undercarriage. Now, there are 15 different characteristics that we look for in comparing hairs from different sources. Now, these are two of the hairs that you submitted as belonging to Patricia Jaworski. As you can see, Detective, the hairs are identical in every way. All 15 characteristics. A perfect match.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, sir, you can't go in there.
Frank, we gotta talk. No deal. No deal. Anyway, what are you asking me for? It's not my decision. Plea bargaining is your specialty.
What's your agreement?
My agreement? Doing a deal with Sater makes me want to puke. So he testifies against Corey. He cops a manslaughter plea. What does he get, 21 years? Am I right?
Look, Corey's as guilty as Sater, agreed?
Yes.
I can get Corey indicted for second-degree murder, but honestly, I'm not sure we can convict him of anything. The hair you found proves the car was the murder weapon, but we can't place Corey behind the wheel. Our case against Sater is much stronger. Sater rented the murder car. Sater's the beneficiary of the insurance. We can place Sater at the scene of the crime. Corey only in the vicinity. And I think Sater's probably only second degree. I'm not sure I can get a jury to go for first.
I hate this stuff that you lawyers do. Doing business with that smiling son of a bitch. Trading the truth that I sweat blood to get for what suits Sater. And when it's all over, Frank, what are we gonna do? Do we buy him a drink? Do we shake his hand? God, I hate it. What did I do all this for?
What it comes down to is, do we put Sater away and let Corey go free, or do we get them both?
That's what it comes to, huh?
That's the way it is. So which way will it be?
I gotta think about it.
Think. Sater or Sater and Corey?
Make your damn deal. All right, I think we can get started now. What follows is the confession of Cassius William Sater, given with the understanding that if it is not true, murder charges will be reinstituted against him. So understood?
So understood.
Fine. When were you first employed by the Reverend Samuel Corey?
Mr. Corey paid me $500 to engage in a rear-end collision with him. He and 3 women all filed for injuries and collected. And then after several similar types of scams, well, Mr. Corey approached me with a bigger idea.
These auto claims. Nickels and dimes, the big money's in life insurance.
Sure. I die. You collect.
Your wife dies. We both collect.
No way.
I don't mean Karen. You have this Sater identity. You marry a girl here in San Antonio. We take out a big policy on her. There's an accident.
And how did you find her?
Well, it was pretty easy, actually. Mr. Corey owns a chain of massage parlors. The question was just finding the girl who fit the bill. And Patricia did that. She was young, single, no relatives in the immediate area.
$40 to get cheese? No way! No way!
Wait, what's going on in here?
Look what she does!
I warned you! Oh, come on, honey. We'll take care of that. What problems? I'll settle this feud later.
What's the girl's name?
Patricia Janiski, something close to that. They call her Trish. Broke up with her boyfriend, pretty much all alone. No family to speak of, no money. Fits the specifications.
Here we go. I don't mean to intrude. I overheard everything. I took her out several times, called her, and Mr. Corey suggested that I pursue her. I did, and well, she was receptive. And then Mr. Corey performed a marriage ceremony on January 2nd in San Antonio.
Did your wife, Karen, have any idea what was going on?
No, she didn't. Well, I guess she had suspicions, but she did not know, no.
What made Patricia want to buy an insurance policy on her and yourself so soon after the wedding?
Oh, well, she was interested in family security. You know, part of the whole getting married bit was promising her a family. And she thought that the family insurance would provide security. She was really thinking of the kids in college, that kind of thing.
How were the premiums paid?
Oh, well, that was simple. Karen, you can deposit this check to our account. Do it the first thing in the morning, or the check I wrote to the insurance company will bounce.
Do you have the policy?
Yeah, I'm picking it up in the morning.
Bring it to Phoenix. You should not have involved her.
I'll handle Karen.
Would you explain to me why you picked Phoenix?
Well, it was on the way to the Grand Canyon. That's where we were going for the honeymoon.
What was the reason for telling Trish that the new Monte Carlo needed to be repaired?
Well, that was so Mr. Corey and I could get together and rent the murder weapon.
Did you and Mr. Corey discuss how the girl was to be placed in front of the car and hit?
I had to put her there.
You had a prearranged signal?
Yes, I blinked the flashlight 3 times.
And after this prearranged signal, you pushed her, tripped her in front of the car?
Yes, sir.
Can you positively identify Samuel Corey behind the wheel of the vehicle?
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Was Tricia's head above or below the bumper of the car when she was hit?
I don't know. Don't really recall. Mr. Corey said she was very gracious by not damaging the car, and that we were home free.
Frank.
Excuse us, gentlemen. John, sometimes you gotta make a deal with the sinner. If you're gonna catch the devil.
In the case of the state of Arizona versus Samuel Corey, this court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Harold Becker presiding.
We ready to proceed?
Defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Sweeney?
Your Honor, there is a preliminary matter. May it please the court, we move for a continuance in this case.
We object.
Your Honor, I want to dismiss the charges against Reverend Corey.
What? No.
Defendant is released from custody.
You're free, buddy. Let's get out of here.
Sam Corey, you're under arrest. What the hell are you doing? What? Taking your client into custody, and I'm having him booked for murder. Mr. Sweeney dropped the second-degree murder charges so we could ask the grand jury to indict for first-degree murder. Yeah, right. Yeah. Don't talk to anybody, Sam. All right. Don't say anything.
Mr. Corey, did you visit a massage parlor in Phoenix on the evening of January the 15th?
Yes, sir.
And were you at that time administered what I believe you have referred to as a local?
Yes.
And what did you do after this local?
I spent the evening, the night, in fact, with a young woman I'd met.
Do you recall having referred to this young woman as a hooker?
I'm very apologetic for having used that term.
But you took this young woman back to your motel?
Yes, sir.
And she stayed there with you the entire evening?
She did.
Has she come forward to verify your story?
No, sir. We have been unable to find her.
Mr. Corey, did you leave the motel about 2 a.m. and come back to your room about 2:30 a.m. on January the 16th?
No, sir, I did not.
So you spent this entire period of time with this unidentified young woman in this motel room. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You weren't, in fact, out crushing some young girl's skull with a car, were you, Mr. Corey?
Mr. Corey, did you kill Patricia Sater?
No, sir, I did not.
Mr. Corey, did you participate in any way in killing her?
No, sir, I did not.
Did you ever agree with her husband to assist him in killing her?
Never.
Mr. Sater, do you consider yourself a pathological liar?
No, sir, I do not.
Oh, so you deny having stated to Dr. Francisco Rodriguez of San Antonio that you were a pathological liar, that you lied all the time?
Well, Mr. Corey told me what to say to him.
Well, Mr. Corey told you what to tell you, Doctor.
Yes, he did. He said in order for me to get off, I would have to prove that I was had a psychological history, and I'd have to show through psychological testing that I was mentally unstable.
But this jury is supposed to believe that this is the one exceptional occasion when you are telling the truth.
Objection, Your Honor.
Why are you testifying for the state here?
Well, there's an agreement.
Now, you are testifying to save your own skin, aren't you?
And to turn over a new leaf.
Mrs. Sater, did you play some part in this plot to kill the girl?
Mrs. Sater, you do not have to answer that question. You may stand on your Fifth Amendment rights not to testify and not to incriminate yourself.
I know. I'll answer.
Did you play some part in this plot to kill the girl?
When they came to Phoenix, I stayed at home as a go-between.
Did Sam Corey call you?
Twice. The day he got there and the morning of January 16th, shortly after the accident.
Everything's over, Karen. You can relax.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. Everything's fine. Everything went off just great.
Mrs. Sater, wasn't your husband's primary source of income for quite a period of time ripping off insurance companies?
I suppose it was. Yes.
You never participated in any of these rip-offs?
No, sir, I did not.
But you never did report any of them to the police?
No.
So lying is an acceptable way of life for you, isn't it?
Objection, Your Honor.
That's all.
Just a moment, Mrs. Sater. Mrs. Sater, the court has no choice. You have testified under oath that you knew and aided and abetted in the commission of a felony, to wit, murder. Arrest her and place her in a central lockup, officer. I'll set bail later.
Now, Detective Dillman, before you took this statement in San Antonio, did you ask Sam Corey whether he had an attorney?
No, sir, I did not. At that point, Mr. Corey was not under investigation.
Did you read him his rights?
No, I did not.
Now, Detective Dillman, at this point, you suspected foul play. Is that correct?
Personally, yes, I did.
You suspected that there had been somebody in Phoenix with Sater, did you not?
Yes, possibly.
And you were trying to find out whether Sam Corey was that person who had been here in Phoenix with Sater, were you not?
That is one of the questions I asked.
And at the time that you asked this question, you already knew that there had been a person here in Phoenix with Sater who fit Mr. Corey's unusual description. Is that correct?
Fit his description, right.
Oh, you wouldn't call it an unusual description?
A description.
Detective Dillman, is there anybody in this courtroom who comes close to fitting the description of Sam Corey?
No.
And it is a little unusual, isn't it?
Yes.
May it please the court, I respectfully submit that based on the evidence given by Detective Dillman, it is abundantly clear that Sam Corey was a suspect. No Miranda warnings were given, no compliance with Escobedo. The man had a lawyer, the lawyer wasn't there. He was not advised of his rights, and I submit that this statement is not admissible.
I was trying to find Sater. I wasn't investigating Sam Corey. He wasn't a suspect.
Detective.
He never told me I had a lawyer.
You're out of order. They step down.
Your Honor, this statement was given freely and voluntarily.
I'm going to take a 10-minute recess. I want to see what authority I can find. The difference between the accusatory and the investigatory stages. 10 minutes.
If the judge throws out that statement, we lose the case.
We are going to lose it, Doris. And it's all my fault. I'm sorry.
But after the jury heard Sater swear that Corey killed Trish.
Sater's a pathological liar. Why should the jury believe him?
We needed every shred of backup support we could get, and I blew it. I blew it, and that slime ball is going to walk out of there a free man. All because I didn't read him his rights.
I'm going to allow the statement into evidence, citing the matter of the U.S. versus Carollo, Federal Reporter, page 50, and all related cases thereunder.
Everyone rise, please. Be seated.
Defendant will rise to hear the verdict of the jury in the case of the People versus Samuel Corey.
We, the jury, find the defendant Samuel Corey guilty as charged.
Deputy, take the prisoner into custody. This court is now adjourned.
My job doesn't get any less painful. When it feels hopeless, that's when I remember Trish Jaworski.
Well, there you have it. I guess justice does prevail some of the time, at least. Though, I think Bill got off lightly with that 21-year sentence. The thought that someone like him is now freely roaming around society is pretty disturbing. Anyway, Unholy Matrimony turned out to be one of those quiet, unsettling true crime dramas that didn't need to scream to get its point across. The lead detective in the film, played by Patrick Duffy, was actually based on a real-life investigator named John Dillmann. He eventually cracked the case and later wrote the book the film was adapted from. What made the story land was how ordinary the evil felt. Dr. Sander doesn't foam at the mouth. He smiles, takes your hand, and tells you he's here to help, and then orchestrates your demise. The details were horrifying because they were so mundane. Dodgy credentials, a fake wedding, a large life insurance policy. Hell, he even enlisted the help of a phony reverend to rubber stamp the whole thing with a Bible in one hand and a devilish smirk in the other. The case probably would have stayed unsolved if not for the dedication of one cop. Duffy could have easily overacted in the role, but instead he chose a more restrained approach. Nothing flashy, nothing heroic, just slowly and methodically piecing the clues together. His performance might have stolen the show if not for Charles Durning, who was hands down the most disturbing part of the movie. His Reverend Corey was pure charisma dripping with menace. The way he tried to smooth talk the cops and lawyers was chilling to watch. Just goes to show how often charlatans masquerade as men of faith to gain trust and moral superiority. Now, in terms of setting, the sun-bleached Arizona suburbs gave the whole thing this eerie normalcy. No moody shadows, just stark light and bland houses. It ties back to my earlier point about the banality of evil this film projects. Just another guy in a suit in a suburb plotting murder like it's business as usual. I'm sure some of you might have thought the film's pacing was a little on the slower side, but I think it actually worked. There was a certain dread in watching someone painstakingly chase down threads that no one else bothered to pull. And that's exactly what Dilman did in real life. He noticed a man who had multiple wives dying under suspicious circumstances and followed his gut when no one else would. In the end, Unholy Matrimony didn't exactly blow me away, but it stuck with me. It knew it had a compelling story to tell and didn't dress it up too much in typical Hollywood fashion. For that reason, I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Now I want to know what you guys thought about it. Did this one get under your skin? And who gave the best performance in your opinion? And if you want to see more true crime flicks, give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe for all the latest. This is Holy Critic, signing out.